Tony, getting all the talk about Deshaun and taking over the offense and how's he going to do it. What is it about what is it about Kelly's personality that has allowed him to flourish this year the way that he has? Not many quarterbacks have done so in this kind of a role.
Correct. I think when you look at it, his childhood and some of the adversity that he had to overcome while he was in high school, it just gives him an appreciation to play the game. He learned from Deshaun how to prepare every single day to be the leader of our offense, and he doesn't let anything rattle him. You know, he on to the next play. He's been working with Milt and just controlling his breathing, and he just taking ownership of being in that position. He doesn't let the moment get too big for him, and his teammates rally around him. So he just has that personality, that calm demeanor, where nothing rattles him. And then when he makes a mistake, he moves on and he goes on to the next play.
What does it mean for the offense that you guys struggled to run the ball consistently, but yet Kelly was able to make plays with his arm tonight, moving forward?
Well, we knew going against this front that they were going to be very stingy against the run, and obviously they played some more man coverage and loaded the box on us. And anytime we thought we'd get something going, they were there. They'd have an extra hat that we couldn't account for. But we knew that we were going to have to come out and get off to a fast start. And if they weren't going to give us the run, then we're going to do whatever it takes to win. We take the egos out of it as coaches, and obviously we're going to try and force the issue when we can. But if they're not going to give us, what we want, we're going to take what they're going to give us.
Coach, just talk about three-peating as ACC champions.
Really, really hyped for Coach Sweeney and our administration, all of our fans, our players. We know what it means to our program. First team in 29 years to go back to back, and we have an expectation of playing for championships around at Clemson. We understand the humility and the effort that it takes and the hard work and the discipline and blocking out the noise. But to see this group that was kind of counted out, especially offensively, coming into the season, and we were replacing a lot on offense, and just to see these guys not to listen to anybody outside of our walls, to focus on what we can control, and really, really proud of how they responded to how we came up short up in New York. And from there, they made the right decision. They decided to be successful, and here's the result.
Coach, your finals for the Boyles Award. How does being a part of a staff like this elevate your game and help you succeed and be better?
Well, you're only as good as the people that you're around. I believe in wholeheartedly that as iron sharpens iron, so should one man sharpen another. And it started with the relationship with Coach Sweeney as a player, just watching him as a father and a husband, and as a coach, helped me to model my style. And then just being around the likes of Woody McCorvey, Jeff Davis, Dan Brooks, just everybody on our staff is an opportunity to learn. So really, yes, I may be flying out to be honored individually, but it's not an individual award. It's a collective award that's about our program, about our staff, and more importantly, about these players.
Tony, talk about the situation where you guys, you get the ball first, they put their defense out there, they've been relying on them all year, and you guys just take it right down the field and score and kind of set the tempo for the game.
Well, we've been talking for a long time now about the Triple Crown, and we knew that this was the last race until we get to the playoff, and so we wanted to start fast, and our guys took ownership of it. They knew how important it was for us to get a lead, and not just get a lead, but to continue to play once we had a lead. And so anytime that we can come out and open up with 14 points, 21 points, it takes the pressure off of our defense, it allows them to be aggressive. So we always want to come out with that first drive and try to score points.
What did you say about the level of this program, that you're going to make the college football playoff 3 years in a row and be ranked number one, most likely 2 out of those 3 years?
I think when we step back after the season, we'll appreciate that accomplishment. But right now, we're still in the grind, and this is what we do. This is what a lot of these guys on this team. This is all they know. But the biggest thing is just the testament to our culture to be able to put a team together every single year that understands what it takes to get to this level, not to get distracted, and just having the mentality that if somebody goes down, it's the next man up. So really, the credit goes to Coach Sweeney, our strength staff for having our guys ready. It seems like as we get into the end of the season, our guys are always in the best shape going into the championship phase, and just that mindset that this is we don't know anything else. So for us, we expect to be here, but we also have to go work to make this possible.
Was this season different for you in terms of with Deshaun and those guys? There was an expectation to be here. The fact that you guys have kind of gone against the expectation this year and seen how much it's meant to these guys.
I think that on the outside there wasn't the expectation of us being here, but I believe everybody in our program believed that if we put in the work and we came together as a team, that we would be in this position. So I think everybody in our locker room and in our building, on our staff, expected to be here. And for the last couple of years, our guys have set the definition of what it takes to get here. And so we knew that the character was there at this team, and we just had to go out and get the experience. And it is nice when people count you out to be the underdog and to pull through. But, I don't see us as an underdog. I think everybody in our program expected that if we did what we were capable of doing, we'd be in this position.
You guys have been in bowl games all over the place. How exciting is it to go to New Orleans and play in the Sugar Bowl?
You know, that's one that I've never been a part of. I know how special it is to Coach Sweeney. You know, when he was a player, that's where he, he won his national championship. And I know Travis is going to be excited. He's acting like it. I know Travis is going to be excited. I think the whole town of Jennings will be in the Superdome. But just really happy for our program to see where we've come over the last couple of years. I think when Coach Sweeney lost here in Charlotte in the Meineke Bowl, he said that this was going to be the best decade of Clemson football, and we're closing in on that number of surpassing the wins from the '80s with still a couple of years to go. So really proud for Coach Sweeney and our program and the opportunity just to be a part of it.
The next goal on your list is to win the closer. Obviously, that